So while we were learning, we'd go to the punk rock shows and stuff, and we'd watch the guitar players and figure out how they're doing stuff, and then we'd see them, with just the 2-finger power chords, and we're watching, and then we're trying to figure out. So we'd go home and we'd sit there and learn different things, and then we went back to the teacher, and we're like, yeah, we saw the guys, and they're playing, with just 2 fingers, and he's like, yeah, it's just a power chord. He's like, it's like if you're just using these 2, and we're like, oh, that's cool. So then he started showing us there, with the E and A power chords, and we slowly started, figuring out different things and watching the guitar players at punk rock concerts and stuff. And then in high school we had some friends that played guitar. There was an older guy, Rodney. He played in a band. I think he was a senior when I was a sophomore. He was a good guitar player. And then another friend in high school, Vern, he actually taught me a few things. We went over his house a couple times, and he taught us a few things. When I was really young, another friend, Chris, we had gone over to another friend's house. They were like, oh, we're gonna go band practice, and it was another friend, Chris, and Sean, and I forgot, Nathan, I think, was playing bass. Chris was on guitar. Chris is now RKO at Lagwagon, and then Sean played in Rat Pack, and he's no longer with us. So we went and watched them, and they're playing kind of punk rocky music and stuff, and we're like, oh, that's pretty cool. And then later, they got their band going and stuff, and pretty popular. And so me and my friends were like, we wanted to play our cats. We wanted to play our music. So then with my Fine Gorilla, my brother's Fine Gorilla amp, this was as much distortion as it got, like that. So I think one of the first songs we wrote for when we started VOS was that was kind of the intro, and then the fast part was just basically just stuff like that. And then my brother just basically just stuff like that, and then my brother just scream over it. We'd play out of tune, out of time, and we couldn't figure. Caesar was the best at all of us, and he knew things that had to be in key, and he figured out how to tune stuff. And it took us a while before we figured out that we had to tune our instruments together. So I remember the first time we were playing, we used to practice at Caesar's house, and we actually had our instruments tuned together, and like, whoa, that sounded kind of cool. Everything kind of mixed instead of having everything just sound like garbage. Hold on, cats are fighting.